Well, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? J-Mac here with you. Here with a few of my friends here tonight. I'm going to get a little help from my friends. Don't mind if I sing off key. Never mind, you guys didn't get it. It's okay. That's a little Cocker joke from back in the day. That was the theme to What's Show, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Get a little help from my friends.
I should know this too, but I can't think of it. Once I hear it,
I know. Once I know it, I know I'm gonna throw this phone.
Yeah.
The Wonder Years.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it was.
Yep.
Damn it.
Well, that's a great way to start the show.
I knew that too.
For some reason, all the family was popping into my head when they're singing at the beginning there.
Yeah. All right.
But that was All in the Family. That was Well, anyways.
That's okay. Well, welcome in everybody. I'm J-Mac here, joined tonight by the man, the myth, the legend. You still got your plaque there, Chris?
I do. Yeah. That's right.
You still got his plaque that says it, and it's Crispy Bacon. How you doing
Yeah.
tonight?
Doing good. How's everyone doing tonight?
All right, and then below him, joining us tonight is Mess Around Dave.
I'm okay. I didn't get any naps today, so I'm okay for no naps.
Okay, for no naps. Got it. All right. And then next to him, whether it's your left or right, he's below me on the screen right now. The Double Dirty Big B. What's going on tonight, brother?
Doing good. Just got off of work. Saw the Twins wrapped up Oakland today, 3-1. So good for them. Still in first. Ready to talk to my bros. Sounds like we have a good show planned.
Isaiah loses again. What can you say?
Thank God.
Yeah. So I guess we'll lead off with that topic since you took us right into the Oakland A's. Hey, Christy, welcome in tonight. I got by with a little bit of help from my friends. Yeah, she got exactly what she got the reference I was throwing out there. But let's lead off with that. So Oakland, in the sad state that they're in right now, where do you see Oakland ending up next year?
Vegas.
City.
Omaha.
I hadn't heard of Omaha. That's a new one.
I'm just kidding. I was just throwing something out there.
They're going to show up in J-Mac's backyard, and they still won't win a game.
You know what's funny is that, talking about the backyard, I've heard that Portland is actually one of the cities that are in the finals for getting a new major league franchise.
Oh,
now, can the Pacific Northwest handle
the second
Seattle
team.
and Portland both having a team in the Pacific Northwest? It'd be interesting to find out.
Talk to New York, Houston.
Doesn't Dave Stewart have a group that's trying to put him in Portland? Or is he going to Nashville?
Dave Stewart is going to Nashville.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's going to Nashville. Okay.
And it'd be the Nashville Stars. Yep. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, I would say have him partner up with Oakland, but he's having a falling out with Oakland, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear that his group is the first majority minority group that would own a Major League Baseball team. So, I mean, hats off to them. I hope they can pull that off.
I do too.
Yes. Before we get any further into some topics, because we're going to jump all over tonight, but I just want to talk real quick about one of our streaming partners. that we have the rights for, which is the Oregon Cougars, the Women's Football Alliance football team.
Mhm.
They took the season sweep from the Seattle Spartans, got their second win. They won 14-8. They go to 2-3 on the season. Now, here's the interesting thing: is they have 2 games left in the season. Next week in Medford and the following week at home. If they win those 2 games and finish 4-3 with a little bit of help in the Western Conference, they could actually end up with a playoff spot if they finish 4-3.
Oh, good for them. Go Oregon.
And they would be the first developmental team to make the playoffs in WFA history. So think about that.
Nice.
What we're on the brink of. And that's our team. That's like our home team that we're streaming. So that would be awesome. So we hope that can happen for them. And
Go Cougars.
Yes, definitely rooting for you. Check that out. We'll have it again on Saturday night at 6. We'll have the stream going for you. Chris set it up last week.
Yeah.
You did a great job. Thanks for that, Chris.
Yeah, no problem.
And then the last week will be at home. I'll be there live, and we'll do the halftime show and all of that. So look forward to that. NBA playoffs. So we have the Dallas Mavericks against the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. In the Eastern Conference Finals, we have the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Now, before we get into the breaking it down and picking our winners, did you guys think these 4 teams would be your teams representing the Eastern and Western Conference?
No.
I thought Golden State was the only team that I had out of the 4. And Miami. So I had 2 out of the 4. But Dallas and Boston, no.
Big B, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, NBA is so up and down. You get hot. I mean, any team, could make it. I mean, no, did I have these 4 teams picked? No, but does it shock me? No. I mean, all these 4 had talent, have their, strong points or weaknesses. So it should be a good 2 finals here to get to the NBA finals. So hopefully they go 7. Hopefully there's no sweeps and the games are close.
Now here's a question. Chris, I'm not going to ask you because you're kind of a homer on Dallas.
I didn't think they were going to make it, to be honest with you. Only because they were down.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3. So.
Question, though, now that we've seen a whole year where all the super teams, like think about the teams that are left in the conference finals.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of those teams is a super team?
Golden State, probably.
Golden State, roughly.
That'd be the closest, right, to what we have to a super team.
Yep.
So with no super teams making the Final Four, per se, you guys think maybe super teams are on their way out in the NBA?
They won't be on their way out until LeBron's done.
Yeah.
But they should be on their way out. I mean, it's not, it's. I get what you're going, and I would agree that they should be on their way out. Because it seems like a lot of teams are building their own talent and getting their guys to stick together a little bit longer. So chemistry, I've always said in basketball, chemistry could outweigh the superpowers, in the long run.
Well, it's like what you said, Big B. Any team can win any game. They can get hot.
Yep.
Okay, well, I think we already see that in college basketball, and that's why the NCAA tournament is so great. Because you get a small school team that their players have been together for all 4 years, going against the super freshman team, and they have better chemistry. So they've played together for 4 years. I just think that we're going to start seeing that a little more. And I'm honestly one for it. I don't like the super team thing.
Well, the greatest example of that is when the Mavericks beat the Heat back in the day when the Heat Big Three first got together. And nobody gave the Mavericks a chance to win that series and won 4 games to 2.
They won 4 games to 2. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, but it was Nowitzki. And, okay, name the second best player on that team was probably Jason Terry. And it was only for that series because he wasn't good most of the season.
Right.
So he was probably the second best player in that series. But other than Nowitzki, you name one other starter without looking it up.
Wasn't Kid on that roster?
Well, Chris, you don't count because you probably know, but
Honestly, I wouldn't even guess Kid. I was thinking about it, but I didn't think Kid was on that roster. So,
I don't know.
but the other
yeah.
argument people, throw at me too when I talk about, these dominant teams, are like, well, if your team was dominant, you would be complaining about it. Well, maybe, maybe not, but I mean, yeah, I'd like to see my teams win, but seeing the same teams over and over again, it's like, come on,
I was just going to say it's going to be nice to see two new teams in the finals this year. We're not going to have a repeat of Milwaukee and Phoenix, so
Right.
it's always nice to see fresh blood in the finals. Even if Golden State goes and Miami goes again, they were there a couple years ago, so it'd be nice to see Boston and Dallas get there because they haven't been there in a while.
I'd go Boston, Dallas right now.
Right. But, I hear flack about that because I'm a San Antonio fan, and they're like, well, you guys had a super team.
Same with the Bulls. I grew up a Bulls fan, so I got that a lot too.
But we didn't have a super team in San Antonio because they talk about having
you built it.
Yeah, when we had Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan, but we built that through the draft. We
So
didn't
did
bring
the Bulls.
those guys in, and the Bulls did also.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only part of the Bulls that they added that second three-peat was Rodman.
Yeah, they traded for him.
Yeah.
That was the only guy they added. So most of the guys were homegrown talent.
Yep. See, that's one thing a lot of people don't look at. They throw out the Bulls. It's like, okay, let's go back and look at the roster. I guarantee from the first three to the second three, there's probably maybe a handful of players that changed out of those 2 3-peats. It was probably the same core guys from the first one to the sixth one.
They swapped out John Paxson for Ron Harper.
Yep.
And then Luke Longley for Will Purdue, or Will Purdue for Luke Longley in the second round.
Yep.
Right.
So,
but anyone who didn't watch basketball right now is like, who the hell are those guys? Like they wouldn't even know that those guys were changed out.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but 90% of that team was still there for the 2 3-peats. And you could probably say the same for the Lakers when they did their 3-peat with Kobe and Shaq and stuff. There's probably a couple pieces here and there, but
Steve Kerr was there too for a few of those. He even went to San Antonio, won a couple rings.
right. And think about this. Think about the fact that the year that Jordan comes back, so there's 2 years in the middle where they don't win the championship.
Yep.
They still made the playoffs the year he came back and lost in the second round.
Yep.
So
Yeah, they lost his magic.
They almost won 4 in a row.
Right.
well, there was
And 7 out of 8.
but they would have, because didn't Houston 3-peat in the middle there?
Houston
No,
went
they
back
only
to
got
back.
2.
Yeah.
1, 2? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was a 3-peat there. Okay.
No, it was 6 and 8 years for Chicago. So
Yeah.
the 2 years that they didn't win was Houston. So that would have been something though. And yeah, we probably brought it up before, but if you watch The Last Dance, they talk all about it. And Jordan talks about how he could have talked anybody to come back for another year. He could have talked anybody to come back for 99, and they probably would have won a 4th one in a row. They were that dominant. No one would have stopped them.
There's Reinsdorf wanted to split the team up supposedly, and
that was Jerry Krause.
Or Krause, yeah, that's what it was.
Krause, yeah, it was Krause.
Yeah, that wanted to split the team up. So I don't know if they would have. I mean, of course, if they would have brought him back, they would have won 4 in a row. But I think there was so much detention between everybody that they needed to split.
Yeah,
Scotty wanted the big contract, and then Phil
and
Jackson.
Scotty didn't do nothing. I mean, he was a second wheel. No. Listen, but the thing is he couldn't do nothing without Jordan. I mean, the 2 years that Jordan wasn't there, it was Scotty's team. Yes, he led him to the playoffs. I get that, but he was a much better player with Jordan as Batman and him being Robin. He's not a Batman.
Scotty wasn't actually that bad without Jordan. His points per game went up. Everything went up without Jordan because he had to. He was that guy.
Well, yeah, he had to. So yeah, his stats went up, but you could tell it was a better team with Jordan and Pippen there.
His leadership went down though, because if you remember that game against the Knicks, I believe it's the Knicks. They took him out at the last second, or he refused to go in because Jackson had Kukoc taking the winning shot instead of Pippen.
Yep.
So, yeah, Jordan would have never done that. He would have been like, "Oh, that's fine." He improved. He gave the ball to Paxson. Paxson hit the winner. Gave the ball to Kerr. Kerr hit the winner. No
You know,
problem
Kerr,
with that, you know.
but Kerr probably has the funniest speech about taking that final shot. Do you remember that one when he talks about how
Mhm.
they're in the huddle and he's like, Michael looks at me and goes, I'm kind of nervous about taking this last shot. So, Steve, if you're open, I'm going to hit you with it so you can hit the final shot because I'm kind of nervous about that. So I bailed. He goes on to like, I bailed out Michael once again.
Yeah, I did have heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even the conversation that took place. What happened was Jordan says, "I'm going to get doubled hard. You're going to be
Right.
open. I'm going to kick it to you, so you need to hit the shot."
Right. Yeah. It's just kind of funny when you.
Yeah, he just said that to be funny.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But everyone knows the truth, so it doesn't matter. But no, hats off to the Final Four teams in the NBA going for the finals. Let's just make a prediction here quick before we take our break and run the ads. I'm going to say we have the Mavericks and the Celtics in the finals. Chris?
I'm hoping that, yeah.
Mess around?
I'm going with Golden State in 6, and I'm taking the Heat in 7.
Ooh.
Big B.
Man, it's tough because any matchup's going to be good, I think. But if I'm going to bet, I would like to see Celtics and Mavericks.
Well, there you have it. We're split pretty much down the middle. Celtics and Mavericks on this side, Heat and Golden State on that side.
I thought Chris went Mavericks.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
I did.
Mavericks and Celtics. So we're 3-1. Okay.
3-1. Yeah, I'm the lone wolf here.
Yeah, just like a
All
Bears fan, lone wolf,
All right.
Yeah.
Chris, roll
lone
that,
bear, I should say.
roll that beautiful bean footage, and then we got a book to talk about when we come back. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. All right, then we got Race Against Race, written by one of our fellow analysts here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network, Bodine Sanders. It's his personal journey and inclusion through sports. Check it out today. It's on the Amazon bestseller list. It's endorsed by the Big East Conference. You can order it again on Amazon. I'm sure you can find it at barnesandnoble.com. Any place you get your books. I believe it's digital ready also. I think you can get a digital copy if you don't want to order the book. But Big B, you've read some of this book, and it's a pretty good book, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a great book for anybody to read. Quick question though, since we promoted the book, great book. What would a book of our lives be? What would you guys call your life story if you wrote one?
Shit, easy. Messing around with mess around.
That's
That-
you know,
If you
I
would have
mean,
said anything else, mess around, I would have been shocked.
yeah. Honestly, I mean, he's got the best. He's got the best play into a book. That's for sure.
He does.
with
Mess
his
around,
game,
mess
for
around.
sure.
How about you, Chris? What would you call your book?
Floppy bacon.
Crispy cakes, I don't know.
Crispy's. J-Mac?
Um,
Because I don't really know. I mean,
Well, I'll tell you. So this is mess around. Probably knows where I'm going with this, but I'll tell you. The book of my life first off, it would have to be like rated NC-17, just because of my explicit word of the use of the F word. I like to use that one a lot. So I would probably entitle my book like IDGAF.
Yeah.
There it is.
So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, I moved around so a lot, had struggles myself. So it's like, the journey. Just probably simply just the journey. So.
yeah. Well, Hey, that was an interesting segment. Good one, Big B.
Yeah.
That was a good one to bring up. So we're going to. I was watching a replay of a football game earlier, and it got me thinking about a topic that we've never really touched on, and it's the most points scored in an NFL postseason game.
In a
So we're gonna play a
postseason
little-
game, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to play a little game attributed to that. And we're talking by one team, not by both teams, by the way.
Oh, okay.
One-sided. So we are going to give this round's our reigning champion. So we're going to go to Chris first. We're going to give him an opportunity to guess what team scored the most points in a playoff game and how many points it was.
Okay.
And I will tell you if you're over or under.
Okay.
You got anything, Chris?
Yeah, you're up.
Oh.
I'm waiting for him to say, okay, I get what we're doing.
Try to guess the team and the number of points they scored.
You got the list in front of you?
I do have the list right in front of me, yeah.
All right.
Rams and 45.
Well, the Rams are on the list. They are 14th on the list.
Was he close on the points?
No.
Okay.
He was close to what the Rams scored, let me tell you that, but he's not close to the highest ever.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
So we're looking for the highest team to do this. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you where you rank. So
Gotcha.
Okay.
right.
We'll go
I
with
gotcha.
point system. Chris didn't name a top 5 team, so he gets 1 point for his. If you name a team in the top 5, we'll go 5 points for the top team, 4 for the second, 3. You get it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I love when we throw these games together, make the rules on the fly. They're awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's great. Big B, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. I'm going to go 49ers. And I believe one Super Bowl, I think they scored 55 points. So that's what I'll go with.
Well, I will tell you that the 49ers are 7th on the list.
Ooh.
And they did score 55 points.
All right.
So you got 1 point for that. Mess around.
So I'm going to go with the Bears. They scored 45 against Patriots in the Super Bowl.
So that particular Bears team,
85 Bears.
yes.
The Super Bowl shuffle.
They did score. They did score 45. But that still put them at, 11th on the list? Yeah.
Okay. So are these repeat teams too, or is it just could there be repeat teams?
There could be repeat teams, but I will tell you that the top 8 are all different teams.
Okay. Chris, you're up.
So, Crispy Bacon. Next guest.
Carolina.
Carolina, how many points?
I'm going to go with 50.
Close on their points. They scored 49 against Arizona in the 2016 NFC Championship game. And that was 12th. 10th on the list. So you get 1 point for that as well. Big B.
I'm going to go old school.
Okay.
And I'm going to go Oakland Raiders, John Madden-led team. I want to say they scored 63.
Oh, you're close on the points. The
Oh.
Oakland Raiders were 5th on the list, by the way. 5th on the list, and they scored 59.
Damn. So that's what, 1 point for me? Okay. I got 2.
Mess around.
I'm gonna go back to my Bears. I remember
Okay.
back in the day they scored 73. They won 73-0 in a championship game.
Oh, yes.
Well, Mess around just got 5 points because he is correct. They beat Washington in the 1940 NFL Championship 73-0.
Yes, I do recall that one too. I was trying.
Tells you how much our game has evolved, by the way. There was 1 passing touchdown in that game. They scored 73 points.
Yeah.
Well, let me guess. Gail Sayers threw it to himself. I mean,
Probably. I don't have that, but they had 7 rushing touchdowns in that game
Jesus.
and 3
Sure.
return touchdowns. That's the crazy part. 3 return touchdowns. They
So
scored 11
73 is
touchdowns.
the top. Okay, so if you do the math or range,
So far you've gotten 1 and 5 in the top 5.
So I got
Yep.
6 points, right?
You have 6 points. Yes.
yeah. Chris,
All right. Kansas City Chiefs, 49.
Kansas City Chiefs were
'Cause I was trying to.
10th on the list with 51.
I was trying to think of that Bills game last.
That was the
Oh.
game. Or no, it was not the game. Actually, it was against Houston. It was 51-31. That was in 2020.
2012.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. I will almost bet that you guys don't get 2 and 3 because I couldn't believe it when I looked it up. Honestly,
I'm gonna go. Gotta go with one of the Steelers teams led by Bradshaw. I'll throw out 65 for the Steelers.
the Steelers did not make the top 20.
Wow. Okay. That's where I'll go with the Bears again. I mean, they got another game in there, don't they?
I remember years ago, I'm not sure what year ago, what team they played, but the Jaguars scored like 60 points in a playoff game.
Ooh.
Well, I think Mess Around just sealed this game, by the way, because he just got another 4 points.
Wow, he got the second team?
He got the second team, which was Jacksonville in the 2000 AFC Divisional Round playoff game. Now, here's the interesting thing about that game. It was Dan Marino's final game in the NFL,
And he got spanked.
and he completed 11 of 28 passes for 95 yards and 4 interceptions.
Wow.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars beat Miami 62-7.
Oh, I was 2 points off. Shit.
Well, I would not have guessed Jacksonville.
I never would have guessed Jacksonville.
I knew it was
either,
in the 60s. I remembered it was in the 60s.
but yeah, that's crazy. So he got the number 2. So are you guys conceding to Mess Around? At
I
this
got
point?
9 points.
9 points, yeah.
Well,
I
there's
was
what?
thinking one of the teams would be Green Bay.
Nope.
Yeah, so there's what? There's 5 points left? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 and 4. So 5 points.
I know
left.
another one that Crispy should know.
What's
New
that?
England,
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dallas.
The Dallas Cowboys beat Buffalo. They scored like 55 points or something in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
They destroyed them. I cannot believe you didn't name that one.
I can't believe he didn't get that one either, because quite honestly, it was it was the year he was born. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
kind of
that's
remember
right.
that. Yeah.
and
So
it was
what were
50,
the top- what were the-
54-17, by the way.
What are the
was
top
whole
5
year.
teams? The 2 teams we missed.
So you missed the Detroit Lions. I
What?
figured no one was ever going to get that. The 1957 NFL Championship, they beat the Cleveland Browns 59-14.
That was number 3. Okay.
No, number 3. And number 4 was the 1995 NFC wildcard game where Philadelphia beat Detroit 58-37.
Wow, that's a boring game.
Yeah. So those are the top 5. Just a fun little game we played.
Yeah, I would have not
Yeah.
have got Jacksonville
Yeah.
or the Lions.
And I was
forgot Lions.
hoping someone was going to get Jacksonville because that was Dan Marino's last game and it was awful.
It was awful. I remember that game.
The Jaguars came in and put a spanking on
Yeah.
Miami. And then lost to the Steelers in the
It is
championship.
following. Yeah.
All right.
Keep going.
We're at that time. It's 2 truths and a
Okay,
lie.
again.
Uh,
You know
Yeah,
the name
that's
of the
right.
game?
2 truths and a lie this week.
Oh,
And in fact, we're going to mess around and go first and see if he can actually tell a lie this
Oh
time.
my God! Put me
No
on the
kidding.
Put you on the spot, so you're up.
spot.
Turn off the camera. Or turn the camera away. Yeah.
I had a dog named Snoopy. Let's see what else. I got in a bad car wreck with my mom when I was 14. And let's see. I once broke my leg jumping off the top of my roof onto a trampoline.
Ooh.
Well, damn, all those could be.
I'm gonna say the first one's the lie.
See, I want to think that too because I think he's mentioned this on a couple other shows. So yeah, I'll go with this first. The dog named Snoopy's a lie.
And I'll go with number 3 as a lie.
J-Mac wins.
Wow.
Because I've remembered him many nights talking about his dog named Snoopy. So I knew
Okay.
that one wasn't a lie.
I don't know why I thought you talked about jumping off a roof and trying to land on a trampoline. I don't know why. Oh, it's something to mess around with, I guess.
Right? All right, Crispy Bacon, you're up.
All right.
The king crispy bacon of this game.
No doubt.
Let's see. My first one is I have 3 cats. Second one is I've worked behind the scenes in sports radio. And the third one would be I've traveled 12 hours by car.
God,
You know, Chris, I hate playing this game with you.
I do. I
I'm
do. I hate it.
gonna go with the first one because I've never seen a cat in any of your when we've been on, and cats are good at getting on air. But I'm just gonna go with the first one.
I'm going to go with the first one, too.
Yeah, I gotta go with the guys. I think it's the first one.
Number 2 is a lie. I've never
Oh,
been
my-
on sports radio.
See, I didn't know if he was actually counting this as working or what.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That's what I was thinking too. That this was gonna count as that.
Big B's up.
All right. I attended the same school, of course, not the same year, as Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura. I've attended the same school as 1997 NFL draft pick, 7th round to the Detroit Lions, Marcus Harris. And I've also attended the school of legendary singer Prince.
Well, I don't think it's the second one because that was awful specific.
I'm gonna say number 2 too because it sounds like a made up name. I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2.
I
No.
think you just elaborated number 2 a lot. So
Nope, I did attend the same school that Marcus Harris did, and I've attended the same school that Jesse Ventura did. So I did not attend the same school as Prince.
Okay.
Big B got us all this week.
You got us all. All right. You know, you have them all set up in your head, and then you come
Yep.
up and then
Right.
you got to think again. All right. 2 truths and a lie. I have won a basketball championship in when I was in school. Number 2, I have worked a lot of jobs in my life, but one of them was never fast food. And the third one for 2 truths and a lie is that I have $17 cousins on just one side of my family.
Ooh,
I'll let you
That's
guys
all.
go first.
that sounds like my family. I'm gonna say that the second one, where you haven't worked at a fast food restaurant's a lie.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
I'm going number 1 because I remember playing basketball with you, and you said you hated basketball.
Sometimes it's not fair for Mess Around and I to play this game together because
Well, at least you guys let us go last, so that we're not kind of debating.
it's true. It is Mess Around. I never played organized basketball because I hated playing organized basketball. So, yes, I never won a basketball championship.
That's why I let them go first.
But, I've never worked fast food in my life,
Really?
so I give kudos to all those people that did. Closest thing I came to working something like fast food. I worked at a gas station.
Yeah.
That was pretty fast paced because in Oregon, it's all full service. So
Yeah, they don't do the self-serve here.
so fun stuff. All right. Before we get out of here, I got one question I want you all to go around and answer, and I gotta thank Joe Forsberg for this one because it actually brings up a great debate. So we're gonna go around real quick. You give you 30 seconds to give your answer. After that, crispy bacon.
Yes.
Oh, I
Tell
know
us
the
how
one
you
you're
feel
talking
about. Tell us how you feel about this subject. Give us your 30 seconds to tell us, is Bigfoot real? And go.
I don't know if Bigfoot's real. I mean, I've seen pictures of what I think is Bigfoot, but I haven't seen, something personally of Bigfoot. So I'm not quite sure if he is real or not.
All right. Restaurant Dave, same question to you.
Well, I commented on this post, so you probably already see now where I'm going with this. I don't believe in Bigfoot. I'm one of those guys that I have to see it to believe it, and I've never seen it, so no, I don't believe it.
That's me.
Big B.
Man, I mean, you always see probably half a dozen times a year somebody said they spotted Bigfoot. Part of me wants to really believe it, but another part of me is like, you know what? It can't be true because, we all live near forests or been around forested areas or something like that. You would think you would run into something, but I don't know. I guess I would mess around. I got to see it, video or something of it to be, more than just like, oh, yeah, this might be a blur of Bigfoot. I mean, give me a clear picture. So, I'm kind of up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. I do believe that Bigfoot is real, but I don't think he's anything like the pictures that everyone shows.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, my personal opinion is that we have seen Bigfoot many, many times, and we just didn't know that that's what it was. That's what I think.
There you go. Yeah, that could be.
But there's other things that are very, very fake.
That would be kind of cool. If you guys seen the movie Harry and the Hendersons, now that would be awesome. make a friend of Bigfoot and try to hide him? I mean, that'd be kind of hard.
No, that would be hard.
I was gonna say something really bad, but I'm not going to.
Uh-oh. Well, we are dark 30 there, Dave.
And you talking about things that are real. I was gonna say like the woman's G spot.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty great. That was a good way to end the show, I think, for sure. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Tim Hendricks, Christy Wilson, thanks for commenting. All of you guys that were watching and listening. We couldn't do this without you. Lifelong dreams being lived right in front of your very eyes. We will see you all on the other side.